for March 30th. And it says 15-1 guided practice I do from video. Okay, so this is the video, and you're clicking on the worksheet that you're going to be doing with me. Okay, it says guided practice at the top. It's the worksheet that I always do with you, and then at the bottom, you do the independent practice. So it's the same process we do in the classroom. It's just moved online. So you're at 15-1 right now. So that's 15-1. And my marker's dead. All right, so number 1. Okay, before we get to number 1, I'm going to refresh your memory on the geometry unit that we already did. Angles and lines. Okay, so point is point. Okay, there's just a little point. Line, you'll notice that a line is much like a straight line. Okay, it's got the arrows. The arrows at the end of those mean that they go on forever. The line segment. The line segment is similar to a line, but you'll notice what on the end? What are those two things? A point. So the line segment has points at the end. That means that this line does not get any longer than this. It stops. The ray, hopefully you can see the ray. The ray has an endpoint on one end, but then it goes on forever at the other end. Now we have right angle, acute angle, obtuse angle, and straight line. Right angle, you'll notice it's the 90 degrees, always, okay? It could be facing the other way. Just like the acute angle here, okay? It could be facing that way, could be facing that way, any way, all right? It could be upside down because they like to get you like that sometimes, okay? Acute angle is smaller than 90 degrees. So it would be like this line here, and it would move in, okay? So that would be an acute angle, all right? And then an obtuse angle is always larger than 90 degrees, but smaller than this straight line down here because it doesn't spread all the way out. So the obtuse angle, if you're looking at a right angle, the obtuse angle is going out. It is going away from this line, okay? And then straight line down here is your straight line that goes on forever. Well, it's 180 degrees, okay? Okay, so number 1. Number 1 is, what geometric term describes a part of a line that has one endpoint? So which one of these has one endpoint? Remember, you're drawing a line, so it has to have a line in it. A point does not have a line. A line has a line, but does it have an endpoint? Okay. A line segment has a line, and it has 2 endpoints. You'll notice the key word in this question is one endpoint. So let's look down at the ray. The ray has one endpoint on a line. So the answer would be a ray, and you would need to draw that, okay? So that would look like this. Ray, like that, all right? Okay, next question. What geometric term describes a part of a line that has 2 endpoints? All right, which one of these has 2 endpoints? Well, right away, we know it's the line segment. Line segment has 2 endpoints. So you would write out the words, line segment, and you draw your line with 2 endpoints, like that. All right. Now let's go on to number 3. Number 3, what geometric term describes an angle that forms a square corner? All right, so we're looking at angles here. Forms a square corner. That would be right angle. So you would write out the words right and angle. Cole had to move because he couldn't see. So he's on this side now. And there's your right angle. It makes a perfect square in the corner. You'll notice this does not make a perfect square. It's more like a triangle. Same with this. It's a wider triangle. Okay? So this is a perfect square, is the right angle. Let's move on to 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right? Let me change this marker out because for whatever reason, the red marker smears too much. Okay, use number 4, use geometric terms to describe what is shown. Okay, number 4, you're going to label that. Number 4 is a line with 2 endpoints. So what is that called? Hopefully you're writing this. Line segment. Okay? Number 5. Number 5, what is that angle? Hopefully you're writing this. Use the notes. Right angle. Number 5 is right angle. Number 6, you will notice it has a straight line. It has a line. It's got one end that ends and one end that keeps going forever. So what is that called? Ray. Remember what I taught you in the smaller unit that we did? Remember when you're drawing a picture, sometimes you put a sun in the corner and you'll put these little lines here? Those lines are called rays. You'll notice that they have an endpoint right here on the sun. Okay, this is an endpoint on the sun. But these rays go on forever. So think about the sun's rays because they stop here and they go on forever. So that is a ray. Okay, and the last one, which is number 7, okay, is, notice it's closing in. Okay, it's closing in closer to this bottom line. So we would call that an acute angle. Remember, you're going to put all of these answers into the assignment piece that I have also attached on there for you on Schoology. All right, and that is the guided practice. You are going to do the independent practice and the problem solving on your own.